Hi guys, as you probably know I'm going to be starting university soon at Nottingham and I'm studying literature. So with literature comes lots of required reading and extra reading, and in our September book haul you'll see all the books me and Amy have had to buy recently and ones that we have to read. So for that reason the style of our channel might change slightly and we might be reviewing more classical literature and less contemporary. But as I've got a pack soon, I've picked 10 books and what I'm calling the chosen ones. And these are the books I'm going to take to uni with me that I feel in between reading for my course, I can pick them up at any time, you know, get through them really quickly so they won't distract from anything and hopefully really enjoy them. So I'm going to go through those books for you right now. The first book is Me, Earl and the Dying Girl by Jessie Andrews. Amy has read this, I lent it to her earlier on. It's actually my book. I lent it to her without me having read it. But it's really short, it looks really funny and fun, and I thought a bit of fun contemporary would be nice to lighten the mood around Medea and Wolf Hall and other quite hard-hitting literature that I'm going to be doing. The next book is City of Glass by Cassandra Clare. I really love this series. I started it a couple of years ago and my boyfriend and Amy are way ahead in the series. Amy's finished the series, Robin is on the 5th book, and I haven't even read the 3rd one yet, and I don't know why. I just haven't been in the mood for it and I'm a bit rubbish with series. So even though this isn't exactly quick, I know that Cassandra Clare books are really fun and really quick to get through even though they're quite big. So I definitely want to make this a priority because those two keep talking about the series without me and nearly spoiling it for me a couple times. So I really need to read this. So I'm going to take this book along with me as well. The next book is Stardust by Neil Gaiman. I adore this film. This is a lovely film cover of the book that I saw in a charity shop, and since I bought it I really wanted to read it because I reckon I could read this in a day because the story is just lovely and magical, and yeah, I think I saw this on my shelf and I thought that is definitely a short quick read, so this will be coming along with me. I also thought it might be a good idea to take along some books that I'm not normally in the mood for because I have such a large selection of books to pick. And I thought if I only take these 10 I kind of have to read them even if I'm not that in the mood for them. So I've got The Madness Underneath by Maureen Johnson. This is the sequel to The Name of the Star, the Shades of London series. And autumn is coming up soon and Halloween. So I think I will be in the mood to read this because it's all about ghosts and creepy. So hopefully I want to read this in October. And yeah, it's also very short. I think it's shorter than the first book. And even though I'm not normally in the mood to read this, if I take it along with me, I probably will, and hopefully I'll really enjoy it. I've also recently discovered that my favourite type of book or film or song is one that make me really love life and think like, wow, life is amazing. So I was looking at my bookshelf thinking, have I got a book like that I might want to pick up now? And I have The Unlikely Pilgrimage of Harold Fry by Rachel Joyce. I bought this cheap in Tesco and I was looking at it and I thought probably never read this. But now I really want to read it because it's about an old man who goes to collect his post at the bottom of the garden and he just keeps walking and he just walks across Britain and has adventures, and I think that just sounds really fun and good, and I reckon it will be a really good feel-good book. This next one won't come as much of a surprise to most of you. It's Crown of Midnight by Sarah J Maas because I'm obsessed with this series and I go on about it constantly, and this is the second book, and again it's not that short, but hopefully I can read it really soon because if you didn't already know, Heir of Fire has finally come out. This came through the post and it is the most gorgeous thing I've ever seen. It's massive and she's a badass with an arrow on the back, and I really need to read this, so I really need to read this. So I won't take both of these to uni, I'll hold back, and when I pop home I'll pick up this one. So yeah, Crown of Midnight is a big priority for me at the minute. For my next book I went for a bit of contemporary again. So I chose We Were Liars by E. Lockhart because everyone on BookTube has been raving about this book. I pretty much bought it just for that purpose because I saw it in Waterstones on buy one get one half price, so I was like, okay, I'll finally get it. And yeah, it looks just really short. I mean, I want to take books that I'm definitely going to be able to finish in the short spaces I have to read what I want. So I think this will definitely achieve that, and I've heard it's really good and got a good ending, so this is my next book. My next book is another contemporary, a new release like Heir of Fire. It's Isla and the Happily Ever After by Stephanie Perkins. Again, as you probably know, I love Anna and the French Kiss and Stephanie Perkins, and this book just came out and I bought it as soon as I could, and oh, it'll be really quick because all of Stephanie Perkins I whiz through them because they're just gorgeous, gorgeous love stories. And you know, I want to mix up the genres. I've got some mystery and some fantasy, so a good old romance would be nice as well. Down to my last two books. This next one is another one where I've had it for a really long time and just haven't picked it up for some reason, so I thought if I take it to uni I'll finally read it, and that is Wonder by R.J. Palacio. I bought this book before even most of BookTube knew about it. I just saw it in Waterstones and read the back and thought, wow, that sounds like a really amazing book. And it's not that short and it's got quite small, but it is normally in the children's section in Waterstones. It's in like the 9 to 12 age range. So for that reason I'm thinking I will whiz through it pretty quickly, and it's meant to be just a heartwarming, touching tale. And yeah, I think I'd really enjoy this. The final book is a bit of a random one. When I was looking on my shelves to pick these books, I just saw this and I thought, I don't even remember why I bought that, so I read the blurb and I thought, okay, yeah, I really want to read that now. And that is the Silver Linings Playbook. I haven't seen the film, but I love this cover in the edition. I think it's really gorgeous. And it just sounds really interesting. It's more of an adult fiction compared to a lot of the YA I've got in this pile. And yeah, I just think this would just be nice to take to uni. It's short and it's a book which I didn't really expect myself to pick out, so now I'm really excited about it because I sort of forgot I even bought it. And I think this will be a really great read. Those are my 10 chosen books which I've picked very carefully. It was very stressful because, I don't know if you know this, but on my bookshelf every single book you can see I haven't read because I have a book buying problem. So I probably have about 100 unread books, so to pick 10 to take with me was pretty difficult. But I've chosen these 10. I've tried to pick a different range of genres and books that I'm not always in the mood to read, because I have some books on my shelf like Winger and Cinder and The Knife of Never Letting Go where they're all quite big, and because of book there's just hype around them all the time, so I'll always be in the mood to read them, whereas these ones are ones that I'm not always in the mood to read. Just a little add-on as well. I did actually pick out 11 books because I couldn't get rid of one out of the 11 I'd chosen. And the last book is Legend by Mary Lou, but I lent that to Amy at the start of summer and she hasn't read it, but it's still at Amy's house. I haven't seen her, so I haven't had a chance to borrow it back off of her. But that's a really short dystopia, which is another genre that I could put in the mix, and yeah, that would be really great to read. I hope you enjoyed this video. These books are the ones that I'll most likely be reviewing in the future because they'll be the only ones at my disposal. If I can manage to hold back from buying more books, which I shouldn't because it's getting out of hand. Comment and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!